Manila is electric with anticipation, the city pulses with energy, its streets alive with the hum of traffic and the chatter of people, all sharing a sense that something monumental is about to unfold. The skyline glows against the evening sky, as if reflecting the collective excitement and anxiety of millions. It's January 7th, 2026. News tickers flash urgent headlines. Philippines unveils new official map. Manila draws a new line against Beijing. The city's digital billboards and news screens are ablaze with updates, each headline more urgent than the last. The entire nation is glued to every word, every image, as the story unfolds in real time. The announcement from Malacanang Palace reverberates across the country and the world. Cameras flash, reporters jostle for position, and the air is thick with the gravity of the moment. The palace, usually a symbol of tradition and authority, now stands at the center of a storm that reaches far beyond its gates. In coffee shops, boardrooms, and crowded markets, Filipinos gather around screens, united by a sense of history in the making. Strangers become companions, sharing glances and whispered conversations as they watch the news unfold. The nation's heartbeat is synchronized, every eye fixed on the same story. For many, this is more than news. It's a moment of national defiance. Emotions run high, some cheer, others wipe away tears, and many simply stand in silent awe. The sense of unity is palpable, as if the entire country is standing shoulder to shoulder, ready to face whatever comes next. Fishermen in Quiapo, long harassed at sea, now see their struggles echoed in a national roar. For years they have faced uncertainty and danger, but today their voices are amplified by the government's bold move. Their hardships are no longer just personal, they are woven into the fabric of the nation's story. The government's move transforms their daily battles into a clear, collective stance. At the docks, conversations are charged with hope and determination. The new map is more than a document, it's a promise that their sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. In the Department of Foreign Affairs, diplomats brace for the diplomatic storm, phones ringing with calls from embassies worldwide. The corridors buzz with urgent discussions, as officials prepare statements and strategies. Every word, every gesture, is weighed carefully, knowing the world is watching. Months of preparation have led to this, a calculated risk, but one seen as necessary. Behind closed doors, officials pore over maps and documents, their faces etched with the burden of responsibility. The decision was not made lightly, but with the conviction that the nation's future depends on it. The new map, officials insist, is not aggression, it's affirmation. It is a statement of identity, a declaration of what it means to be Filipino. The lines drawn are not just on paper but in the hearts of the people. Across military bases, commanders are on high alert, monitoring every development. Screens flicker with data, radios crackle with updates, and every officer knows the weight of the moment. The armed forces stand as the nation's shield, ready for any challenge. Soldiers and sailors, guardians of the nation's sovereignty, stand ready. Their training and discipline are now matched by a deep sense of purpose. Each one knows that their vigilance is crucial to the country's security. Their resolve is a silent testament to the country's commitment. In their eyes, you see the determination of a people who refuse to be intimidated. Their silence speaks volumes, a quiet promise to defend the nation at all costs. The new map is a declaration, and every declaration carries risk. Yet, it is also a beacon, a symbol of hope and unity in uncertain times. The act of drawing new lines is both bold and fraught with consequence, but it is a step the nation is willing to take. Yet, the sense of duty is palpable. Protecting the archipelago's future is non-negotiable. Patrol ships cut through the waves, flags fluttering proudly, as the nation's defenders take their posts. The message is clear, the Philippines will not back down. This is a day of reckoning, a day the Philippines stands its ground. As the sun rises over Manila, it illuminates faces filled with resolve. The nation stands united, ready to face whatever challenges may come. The world watches as a nation draws its line. International media scramble to capture every angle, every reaction. The Philippines is now at the center of a global conversation, its actions echoing far beyond its shores. For Filipinos, this is a defining moment, one of pride, anxiety, and unwavering resolve. In living rooms and on city streets, families and friends hold each other close, sharing in the uncertainty and the hope that this day brings. The air is thick with history, and the nation holds its breath. As dawn breaks, Manila's quiet for a moment, suspended between fear and hope. The future is uncertain, but the spirit of the Filipino people is unbreakable. The unveiling ceremony is political theater at its finest, a carefully orchestrated event, every detail designed to send a message not just to the nation, but to the world. The air is thick with anticipation, as if everyone present knows they are witnessing a moment that will be written into history books. In the grand halls of Kalayaan, President Santiago stands before a draped easel, his presence commanding the room. His words, measured and resolute, are broadcast live to millions, echoing far beyond the walls of the government complex. "We are not creating new territory," he declares, his voice unwavering. "We are defining what has always been ours, by international law." The statement is both a reassurance to the Filipino people and a challenge to those who would dispute the nation's claim. With a dramatic pull, the curtain falls, revealing the new official map of the Philippines. Cameras flash, capturing the moment for posterity, as the audience leans forward to take in the bold new vision of the nation's boundaries. At first glance, the map looks familiar, but now, a bold blue line traces the edge of the exclusive economic zone, stretching 200 nautical miles from the coast. It's a line that cannot be ignored, a visual assertion of sovereignty and rights. Reed Bank, the resource-rich waters west of Palawan, now clearly marked as Filipino. For decades, these waters have been the subject of dispute, but on this map, there is no ambiguity. Filipino names label every feature, from the smallest shoal to the largest reef. It's a subtle but powerful claim, a way of inscribing identity onto the very geography of the sea. The map is more than just paper. It's a legal document, a political statement, and a symbol of national identity. It carries the weight of history and the hopes of generations. Almost instantly, social media erupts. Ron West Philippine Sea Eyes Hours trends across every platform. The digital world buzzes with pride, debate, and a sense of collective purpose. Filipinos everywhere share the map, making it a banner of unity. In offices, schools, and homes, people gather around screens, discussing what this new line means for their future. For once, the nation is united by a single image and a shared hope. The map becomes a symbol that transcends politics and generations, sparking conversations about heritage, rights, and belonging. The abstract idea of maritime rights becomes tangible. For fishermen, students, and ordinary citizens, the blue line is something they can see, touch, and understand. In coastal communities, the map is a promise. The government has not forgotten them. Officials deliver copies to villages, where residents gather to examine the new boundaries that could shape their livelihoods. It's a morale boost for those who risk the sea daily. For the fishermen, the map is more than a document. It's a shield, a reassurance that their government stands behind them. The map affirms what they've always known. Their waters are Filipino. It validates their stories, their struggles, and their right to fish in these contested seas. The line on the map is a line of hope. Children trace it with their fingers, learning where their country ends and the world begins, dreaming of a future where those boundaries are respected. It's a rallying cry, a declaration, and a promise all at once. The map becomes a tool for education, a source of pride, and a call to action for every Filipino. The nation stands together, defined by a new boundary. In this moment, the line in the sand becomes a line on the map, and a line in the hearts of the people. This map is more than just a simple geographic update. It's a powerful tool of statecraft, a symbol that carries the weight of national pride and political intent. When a government official unveils a new map, it's not merely about lines and colors. It's about making a statement to the world and to its own people. Maps project power and identity. This one boldly asserts the Philippines' claims for all to see, both at home and abroad. In classrooms, teachers use it to educate students about the nation's rightful territories, instilling a sense of belonging and responsibility. Every school, office, and embassy will display it, making the nation's stance unmistakable and ever-present in daily life. The map becomes a constant reminder of what the country stands for and what it is willing to defend. Legally, it translates the complex jargon of UNCLOS into a clear visual claim that anyone can understand. It bridges the gap between international law and the everyday citizen, making the abstract tangible. It's the basis for patrols, permits, and law enforcement, a paper trail of sovereignty that guides real-world actions. Coast Guard missions, fishing permits, and maritime patrols all trace their authority back to this map. Beyond law, it unites a diverse nation, teaching new generations about their maritime heritage and the importance of protecting it. The map becomes a tool for education, pride, and unity. The map is a weapon in the battle of narratives, a visual rejection of China's expansion, and a rallying point for national solidarity. It's not just a document, it's a declaration. It tells the world, the Philippines stands by the rule of law, defending rights recognized internationally, and will continue to assert its sovereignty with clarity and conviction, no matter the challenge. At the heart of the conflict is China's 9-dash line, a sweeping claim over nearly 90% of the South China Sea. The new Philippine map rejects this 9-dash lie, replacing it with precise, UNCLOS-based boundaries. It's a clash of worldviews, historical might, versus a rules-based order, and China's response is furious. Condemnations, propaganda, and increased patrols. For Beijing, the map is a direct challenge to its narrative and ambitions. The Philippines insists on international law. China clings to its own rules. The new map makes the stakes clear. This is about the principles that will define the region's future. The new map's legal foundation is the 2016 Hague ruling, which invalidated China's historic claims. The tribunal sided with Manila, but China dismissed the verdict. For years, the ruling was unenforced, a victory on paper only. The new map changes that, making the ruling visible and official. It moves the victory from the courtroom to classrooms and government offices. Now, the world must choose, support the legal order, or ignore it. The map educates Filipinos and reminds the world of China's defiance. When other nations use the map, they acknowledge the Hague ruling. It's a peaceful, powerful way to turn legal victory into reality. Naming the West Philippine Sea is a powerful act of sovereignty. It challenges China's preferred South China Sea, reframing the narrative for Filipinos and the world. The name makes the dispute personal. This is our sea, our backyard. It builds national consensus and a sense of ownership. Internationally, promoting the name encourages others to adopt the Philippine perspective. Each time West Philippine Sea is used, it legitimizes the claim. The goal: make the name and the map the global standard. In the battle for legitimacy, words and maps are powerful weapons. The dispute is about more than lines. It's about the islands, reefs, and shoals that hold strategic and economic value. Pagasa Island, Ayungin Shoal, Scarborough Shoal, these are outposts of sovereignty and security. Control means projecting power, securing resources, and protecting livelihoods. The West Philippine Sea holds vast oil, gas, and rich fishing grounds, crucial for the nation's future. Chinese intimidation has blocked resource development and threatened food security. The Sabah issue lingers, but the focus remains on the existential threat from China. China's artificial islands and militarization have changed the security landscape. Each reef is a frontline in a David and Goliath struggle for the nation's future. The Philippines' move sends ripples across Southeast Asia. Vietnam and other claimants quietly welcome Manila's assertiveness, seeing a template for their own claims. ASEAN remains divided, hamstrung by China's economic leverage. Some states prefer quiet diplomacy, but Manila's map forces a choice: stand up or step back. The diplomatic fallout tests regional solidarity. Allies like the US, Japan, and Australia support the Philippines in a rules-based order. The new map shifts the narrative from messy dispute to legal defense. The world must now choose between law and revisionism. Beneath the geopolitics lies an environmental crisis. China's island building has destroyed vast coral reefs, threatening marine biodiversity and food security. Filipino scientists document the devastation, reframing the issue as one of global stewardship. The new map is also a map of a marine sanctuary under threat. Highlighting environmental damage builds global support and moral urgency. This is a fight for future generations and the planet's health. The map is a symbol of hope and resilience, a line drawn for law, rights, and the environment. The world is watching as the Philippines stands its ground.